I realize why I feel anxious about new technology. When you buy an iPhone, a modern car, they are sealed. You can't see what is under the hood. You're meant to use those apps, those devices in a specific way. Now, after 20 years that we are being programmed to accept technology for what it is without interacting with it, now most people use this same mindset when they use AI. They are afraid to break it. They're afraid to change it. Okay, because it's work. This is how it's meant to be. Okay, so it's just me that I need to learn how to prompt AI, how to talk with AI. But reality is different. That is the mindset of a customer, basically. And it doesn't work with AI because the AI that they give us, the AI that we are now, we can interact with, is not a final product. It's like a beta version. It's something that is half broken, sometimes works, sometimes it does a mess. Okay, it's something that is there, still need to be developed, but it's out there in the wild. So now we can access those technology, and we must change our attitude. And this kind of as a flashback of when I was a kid. Okay, when I was a kid, I loved playing with Lego. Okay, you could take this, this blue brick and put on top of the red one and see, what kind of structure, things you can build. And that was all about imagination. Now, the bricks are different things, okay? The constitution, the constraints that you give to this AI. But it's up to you. You can now decide how the AI works. And we are lucky that this doesn't require coding. So each one of us can do it. So now you can create custom gem, custom ChatGPT, custom GPTs, they're called. You can go there and create a custom one, and the system itself help you to develop it. Okay, but in practice, it's somehow simple because you can use AI itself to help you build the AI that you want. So when I start doing this, I was like, okay, this is amazing. Let's give roles, and I started creating hundreds of different custom GPTs. And the idea was, okay, I'm gonna build this one for this specific function, this one helping with these other things. So I start to create a simple AI, simple chatbot that could help me out with specific ideas. But then the technology went forward, they became more clever, so they managed to actually deal with bigger things. And I also break the idea of say, okay, I just don't give just a system prompt and whatever document that I'm working with. Okay, I'm gonna give some documents that actually give superpower to this AI. So by chance, I realized that by giving a philosophy to AI, you give basically an AI a worldview and a kind of constant way to interpret data. So when now I give to the AI some data, a prompt, something to work with. Okay, now AI interpret the information in a specific way, in a way that is in line with me. That is a massive change. The improvement is huge. Think about the AI at the moment, the default one. It just go for kind of looking for the average. Okay, what's the most likely scenario? What is the most correct answer that can come out of this prompt? So it's looking for an average. But now, through creating a custom version, we can aim not for an average, but to a specific target, and a target that makes sense to us. Okay, so it talks in a language that we understand. It's reference to our project, our reality. So that level of improvement means that the output of the AI is much, much better. It's more connected to my reality. So now that you start thinking, okay, this is reality in place, okay? So by the default AI has its own reality, a kind of neutral, average, and basically full of everything. Okay, truth, and I mean, everything can be happen there. Okay, it's one thing is a fact, and the opposite also is a fact. Okay, it's everything is mixed there. But when we create our custom one, instead we give a direction, and now it's not average anymore. It's in line with who we are. Okay, and really brings me back to this moment of Lego building. And And that is the beauty, that finally we have a technology that we can interact, we can open it, look inside, and change and modify and play with. Now it is a moment for pioneers, moment I call us like AI artisans. Okay, we are there trying to build something that is, in honesty, is always still look broken. Okay, because the engine itself, the LLM, it's somehow is not working as it should. Okay, so what we have is a broken AI, but it's a broken AI that is ours. Okay, that we can keep building, improving, and this constant work in make it always better and better and better. And we somehow are the architects of this new technology, and I love it. Honestly, we need to. If you haven't done it, you're missing out. This is a moment in history where probably it's going to disappear. Okay, but until we have it, until we have this ability to interact with it in a creative way, this is the moment to do it. And I truly believe that it's going to make a difference even in the business scenario. Because let's think about in a business scenario. There is a human that, then there is by itself, then a human that use AI, as default AI, so average output. And then there is a human that customizes this AI that to a level that the output is not average, is exactly makes sense for their job, for what they're doing, for the position they're covering, for the business they're doing. Now that human has superpower compared to the others. So there is an illusion that the human with AI is better. Okay, in the sense, it's not better enough to compete with a human that has a custom AI. So the skill of building this custom AI, from my point of view, is extremely important. If you haven't done it, it's not complicated. You don't need to code. And actually, you can create your custom GPT, custom gem, or whatever. Okay, but I created my own open source system. So it's a kind of operation system, a guide that tells you how to build it, but also to build it correctly. Because I found out there are 5 different elements that you can give to AI to actually work in a better way. I'm not going to explain now, there are other videos. So I suggest you to subscribe and to follow me, because I'm going to cover those things more often, go into details. So this video is not about going into everything, but already I mentioned the philosophy. Think about an advanced memory. Think about protocols that allow AI to actually to reason in a specific way. Think about giving AI your creative DNA. So basically having AI fully understand of who you are, how you work, your ethics and so on. So think about all those elements, and how much this AI can reason better and in line with your identity and your work. So if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And thanks for staying until the end, and see you next time. Ciao.